Welcome to the Scott Townsend Show, brought to you by Dietzo Man Productions.
This is Scott Townsend, and thanks for joining the Scott Townsend Show. And today I'm with, once again, Mark McKinnon. Mark, how's it going?
It's going great today, Scott. A little cold outside, a little snow, a little ice.
We're
living in the Northland. Yeah, it's bad.
Some of you may know we started this 57 pieces of advice. It all started with this kind of a list that I made when I turned 57, about 57 things that I would say to myself if I was going to give myself advice. We took this list and I invited Mark to join in because he's like Yoda and has a lot of good things to say.
As long as I don't look like Yoda, I'll be fine. Don't compare me to Yoda. Green, short,
big ears.
But if I could levitate, that would be cool.
Or make the money he makes.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is our third installment. We had number 20, and we've had numbers. So what I have Mark do is choose a number between 1 and 57, and then we talk about that particular piece of advice. And we did number 20, which was, what was number 20? Hang on, let me get my glasses on here.
Was it the 10% one, Scott?
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, I think it was. No, always be looking for a better way.
Better way, that's right.
And then 17 was the 10%.
10%.
Save 10% of everything you make. Okay. So today, pick a number between 1 and 57.
3.
3. Have you looked at this list already?
No.
Okay. Number 3, and I got my paper here in front of me.
This one you're freshest. I mean, 1, 2, 3, they got to be the top ones, right?
So number 3 is vote.
The importance of voting?
Yeah, just
okay.
Vote.
Wow.
Why would I tell my younger self to be sure and vote? Why would anybody tell their younger self to vote?
Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
So when's the first time you actually voted?
Me?
Yeah, your age.
You know, I didn't vote for a while when I was younger. I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't think it mattered. And it probably wasn't until I was like 30,
okay,
maybe, before I started knowing that it was important, realizing that it's important.
Now here's a shocker of all shockers,
yeah.
Okay? And this is the truth of all truth. The first time I ever voted, 55. I just placed apparently no value on it whatsoever. Yeah. I think I was like you. I thought.
So what were you thinking? Why did you think it was not necessary?
I don't think my voice made that big a difference. I thought there's a lot smarter people than me, and they've figured this out, and I haven't spent the time to research and look things over, and so therefore I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to vote. So I never voted. I stayed clear of it. Wasn't a good idea, but I would tell my younger self to do it because I think that we need more perspective. I think people need to share what they see or don't see. We need some new voices in our city councils, and our state level government. My son's talked about he's going to become a city councilman or whatever in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's what, 30, and that excites me because he has a different point of view, sees things from a different perspective.
Right.
And we need that today because most people have been where they're at forever. It seems like in positions in our local, state, and national government.
I was kind of the same way. I just thought, they're going to do what they're going to do, whether or not I vote or not. I mean, it's already decided, It's just a waste of my time. But if everybody thought like that, then they could do whatever they wanted, because we don't speak up. But when you vote, you speak up, and your vote is a part of a collective, and this collective voice. It also helps if you understand how the voting process works and how the government works, so to speak. I know of one person that said, I went to do my token vote.
Right.
knowing that it wasn't going to make any difference because it's a red state and the Electoral College is going to go red. And I thought to myself, yes, but if enough Democrats were to vote and outvote the Republicans, then it would flip to Democratic state.
Sure.
And then the Electoral College would have to, they wouldn't have to, but they would more than likely vote Democrat.
Right.
So your vote does matter. And in particular, if it's a close vote, party to party, but I didn't think that way. And I can see how it's easy to think that, well, it doesn't matter because, and should I say what I am, what party I am?
Yeah, what are you?
Republican.
Okay. And I'm an independent. I would lean toward being a Republican, but I'm definitely independent. I don't think I understood what it cost somebody else so that I could vote. What a privilege it really is to vote now. 55, my first time I voted, I'm like you, I thought to myself, what does it really matter in the whole scenario of things? So how many times have things happened that I've griped about and complained because I didn't vote?
And so that's the thing. If you don't vote, then you can't complain.
Yeah, you got nothing to say.
You have nothing to say.
Just shut up.
You had a chance and you didn't take it, so back of the line.
Right. It's really the truth. People want to talk plenty about it afterwards.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything about it beforehand, right? So a vote's an opportunity to do something about it beforehand. Mm-hmm. And you can tell other people why you vote or what you vote for. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to do that. People ask me what I think, and I tell them what I think. And so now that I vote, I think I have a right to share that because I have voted. I have done that.
You put your money where your mouth is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the challenges is that, like I said before, to vote properly, you've got to do the homework.
That's true.
If you don't do the homework,
I mean, you can just go in blind. I guess,
you can just go there and
whatever.
Okay, I'm going to vote all Republicans. Well,
yeah,
I'm not going to do that. In the 6 years I've been doing it, I don't do that. I study out the person who is running, and if they line up with how I think, no matter what the name is on the other side, I'm going to vote for them.
I agree with that. I'm not a dead set Republican because if there's a Democrat that has a good idea or that I agree with, okay, that's fine with me.
Don't wait till you're 55 and do a little research.
Stephanie Bice is from Oklahoma City, and she's a first generation. This is her first year in Congress.
Okay.
I think I want to invite her on the show and just talk about what's that like.
That's a good question.
To go to Congress your first year, and be in all that,
Is it what you thought it was?
Yeah.
Does it measure up to where you are? Do you really make a difference? That's the question I like to ask. Do you really feel like you're making a difference in our state and in our country?
Right. Yep. That's a good question. I'll ask that.
Yeah, it's a great question.
So, Stephanie, if you're listening.
Yeah, Stephanie, if you're listening.
Get ready.
Scott's coming for you.
So, okay. So I think we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening in. Be sure, and I think the consensus is here to vote.
I think we need to vote.
All right, 2 thumbs up on the vote. If you like this podcast and you want more information, you can always leave a comment. You can like, subscribe. You can tell a friend. On YouTube, you can subscribe, leave a review, share it with your friends. Tell them where you got it, where you heard it. Oh, and on your smart speaker. This is what I love. You can tell Alexa, play the Scott Townsend show, and she just starts playing.
Is that right? That's cool.
So anyway, there you go. For Martin McKinnon, this is Scott Townsend. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
The Scott Townsend Show is a Deetso Man production. For more episodes, visit the Scott Townsend Show YouTube channel, listen on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.